What do you want in your life? It's a very hard question to answer. You're going to have to put some effort into your life. Set up some aims for yourself, goals that you actually value. You need to be motivated to do that. If you're extroverted, you want friends. If you're agreeable, you want an intimate relationship. If you're disagreeable, you want to win competitions. If you're open, you want to engage in creative activity. If you're high in neuroticism, you want security. So now you've got your thing to aim at. Think, well, I'm motivated because I got my thing to aim at. It's like you're not as motivated as you could be because you don't yet have your thing to run away from. Because if you really want to be motivated, you want to be going somewhere, and you want to be not going somewhere else. You've got to aim at something, otherwise your life is meaningless. What should you aim at? Well, pick something, aim at it. As you get closer to your goal, you will learn more, and your aim might change. That's fine, but at least it will change based on knowledge. Focus on one area. See what happens. In a way, life is like a game. Just like in sports, you set a goal and then shape your thoughts and actions to reach it. You usually do this while working with and competing against other people. So that's another game-like part. Once you have your goals set, think about what kind of life you want. Even if it will bring some stress, fear, and loss, it may still be worth it. The goal is to have a vision for your life that makes your hard work feel worthwhile. Get yourself in the right mindset. Treat yourself as someone you need to support. You are someone who needs help. This means you should believe that even with your faults, it's good to have you here and that things can improve for you. If you want to have all you want and more, then be a good person. The better you are, the more likely it is to happen. This doesn't mean you won't face challenges, but being a good person is the best plan. So what do? You focus on daily routines. Think about what you want to achieve. How does that look each day, week, and month? This is where having a schedule can really help. Use Google Calendar. Make a schedule and stick to it. So what's the rule about the schedule? It's not a strict rule. That's the first mistake people make. Some people say they don't like to stick to a schedule. But I ask, what kind of schedule are you making? If you say, I have to do this, then that, and then this other thing, it makes sense to just play video games instead. But that's not right. Make a schedule that lets you enjoy your day. That's the key. You can think, I have tomorrow. If I wanted to plan the best day possible, what would it look like? You would need to organize it, and there is some responsibility that comes with that. You should make sure that by the end of the day, you feel better than you did at the start. Having a lot of bad days in a row just makes things worse, and that's not a smart way to go. Now, you have your goal, and you're trying to navigate a place you don't know. You have a few choices: no map, a not-so-great map, or a really good map. Of course, the good map is what you want. But having a map that has some information is a lot better than having no map at all. Also, as you look around, your map helps you add more details. Let's say you focus on something and learn some skills along the way. Then you get about a third of the way there and think, oh, that's not for me. That's okay, but now you still have the skills you gained. You understand why it's not for you now, and you can use that knowledge for your next plan. Even if it's not perfect, you can apply it to your next steps. As you plan, you improve at planning, which is very important. So, we tell people to take their good vision and turn it into 8 clear goals. Then, rank them in order of importance and break the goals into smaller steps so you have a good chance of success. You also need to set a time frame for this. That's important. When you're focused, you're growing your skills in a way that feels good because you're doing well. So, if you care about yourself, you should think about setting a goal. But make sure it's a goal that someone who feels bad about themselves can reach if they work at it. Then you've got it right, because it's not too high that you can't reach it and then feel bad. If you set a goal that's too hard, you might fail and then say, I won't try again. But that's not right. You set a goal that was too hard, and you tricked yourself because you wanted to fail so you could avoid trying, which doesn't help you. You'll still feel stuck. It feels like there is no way out of your situation. Life is tough, and sometimes it seems impossible to overcome. You might think there is no escape from your problem, but there are good ways to handle it. The next step is to find a reason for your choices because you will have doubts and others may challenge you. Why is it good for you? Why is it good for your family if you reach that goal? Why is it good for the community? A good goal should help you, but if it's a really good goal, it should help others too. Everyone wins. Yes, that's right. If you are going to choose your goals, why not pick ones that help the most people at the same time? Yes, start with your own needs first because you need to take care of yourself. Basic needs come first. Yes. First put on your own oxygen mask, then help your child with theirs. Community? Sure. As you build your skills locally, you might get strong enough to share those skills. This also makes your goal feel more important. If someone questions you and says, "Why are you doing that? That seems silly," you can reply, "I'm doing this to help myself, but it also helps my family. And here's why. Plus, this affects the wider community." People who doubt you won't know how to respond to that. Then, when you have doubts yourself and wonder, "Why am I doing this? Oh, yeah, it's because I need to take care of myself. If I don't, I feel sad, useless, angry, and mean, and that leads me to a bad place, which is not good. I can see how this would help my family and my community, and that's a good reason. Unless I come up with better ones. Right. If I don't find better ones, that's enough." When something unknown happens, you often feel anxious, but then there's the known. I define the known carefully. It's where what you do gives you the results you want. I say want because that adds motivation and feelings to the mix. So, you want to chase something, and when you do, you get what you want. Not only do you achieve your goal, but you also get approval for how you see things and act.